Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. I am addabraski, the average dad gamer. Today I've got to talk about something that's got me scratching my head. The new Beavis and Butt-Head crossover in Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 and Warzone. Yeah, you heard me right. Two slacker cartoon characters from the 90s are now in what's supposed to be a post-Cold War espionage themed FPS. And somehow we're supposed to pretend that this all makes sense. Now look, I've said it before and I will say it again. I am a fan of crossovers, but let's make them make sense a little bit, please. To me, this crossover it missed the mark. It launched the entire tone of Black Ops 6 into a dumpster fire. Let's talk about how this one crossover managed to kill the vibe. But actually, let's be honest, the vibe was killed practically at launch when they started sending out all these wacky bundles. And I mean, they got furries in the game, man. Come on. So it's not just the bundles, it's the monetization. And once again, Call of Duty's proving that it's chasing Fortnite, but in the wrong ways. First off, can we talk about how this completely destroys the vibe Treyarch was building for Black Ops 6? Did they impose it on themselves? Or did the higher-ups at Activision make them do it? I don't know, but it's destroyed. At launch, slightly before the crazy bundles in Black Ops 6 launched, it had a grounded, gritty post-Cold War era experience, aka the early 90s. The campaign trailer and multiplayer trailer were oozing with intrigue. Zombies had returned to its proper form and added some, I guess you could say, old flair back into it with the gobblegums and whatnot. The maps, the character design, all period appropriate with the tone we've not felt since Treyarch's last masterpiece, Cold War. Then suddenly, Beavis and Butt-Head parachute in wearing a banana suit and making fart jokes. Don't get me wrong, I grew up on some of this humor, not necessarily Beavis and Butt-Head, but like South Park, Family Guy. And I know these characters, they're iconic. King of the Hill's better though. Mike Judge, his best masterpiece. But if I'm being honest with y'all, it does not belong in Call of Duty, nor Black Ops. This isn't Saturday morning cartoons, guys. This isn't a multiverse meme fest. It's supposed to be a paranoid espionage, covert operation, whatever. Instead, we've got two animated stoners making dumb jokes in the middle of a multiplayer map or Warzone, whatever. To me, this crossover completely kills the immersion, and it's not just one. It's part of a bigger trend where Activision is tossing out any kind of tone, consistency just to bring in recognizable IP to sell skins. We had Ghostface in Cold War, which I honestly didn't mind. We also had the Action Heroes theme, which was McClane and Rambo. Those guys fit fairly well within the time period. We had Attack on Titan and Godzilla and Vanguard. Modern Warfare 2, we had The Boys, which again, that didn't really bother me too much. It was more modern, I guess, so it fit. Oh, you got Nicki Minaj, 21 Savage. Modern Warfare 3, we had Gundams. If I'm being honest, I loved Gundam Wing growing up, so I definitely partook in the Gundam operator skins. Also in Modern Warfare 3, Godzilla again. Skeletor was in Modern Warfare 2. Like, the list goes on. And now we got Beavis and Butt-Head in Black Ops 6. You're still trying to tell me this is a serious, grounded franchise. I'm sorry, but I've got bad news for you. And let's not ignore the obvious reason this crossover even exists. It's monetization. Activision wants your money. Money, please. This is yet another event where a $10 premium track is required to get the goods, the good rewards. Just like this Squid Game, Ninja Turtle, and Seth Rogen event. Feels like they have a new one just about every season now. And look, I get it. Game development is expensive. Live service models need money to keep going, but it's becoming increasingly clear that Call of Duty isn't about gameplay anymore. It's about cosmetics and making cash. But think about this. The mainline COD every year costs $70 now. It's probably going to go up. Those games are going up. And if you buy the deluxe version or whatever it's called, the Vault Edition, it's $100. I know Call of Duty is on Game Pass now, which maybe that's why they're doing this, to kind of help make up the difference. But I doubt this game is hurting financially. Let's be honest. The problem here is they're locking fun behind paywalls. These events aren't just cosmetic anymore. They come with like cool blueprints and unique kill effects, finishers. It's not pay to win most of the time, but it's pay to stand out, and that's kind of getting old fast. $10 here, $20 there, it all adds up. And you've paid more than double the cost of the base game just to participate in a few weeks of content. And if you don't, you're missing out. You feel like a second-class player in a game that you've already bought. And the worst part, they know it works because people are buying it. Are the whales swimming? Yeah. So they'll keep feeding them those ridiculous crossover and premium events no matter how out of place they are. To me, Call of Duty is trying so hard to be Fortnite. I think they're trying to attract the player base if and when people feel like they age out of Fortnite, and it's failing miserably. Let me be clear. Fortnite can get away with this because that's literally its identity. It's a sandbox battle royale full of memes, chaos, and cartoon skins, and crossovers from every corner of pop culture you can think of. You have Goku fighting Batman while Grande is like throwing grenades or whatever. That's the point. That's the point of Fortnite. It's supposed to be crazy pop culture references from everywhere in a battle royale. Call of Duty was never that. It was the gritty, fast-paced arcade shooter that built this franchise. But now, it's all celebrity bundles, crossover events, gimmicks. Snoop Dogg, Nicki Minaj, 21 Savage, Beavis and Butt-Head, Ninja Turtles, The Boys, all crammed into a game that's still trying to tell a serious narrative. It'd be like this, watching The Godfather and the Minions walk into the room. I guess, I don't know, crappy reference, whatever. But like, what are we doing? I feel like Treyarch should have stuck with what they're best at. Tight gameplay, strong storytelling, pretty good maps, and a badass zombies mode. Instead, they've taken the Fortnite roadmap and desperately trying to make it work in a franchise that was never built for it. And honestly, it's showing. And I think the hardest part about all this is that knowing, much like they did with Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, I am most positive they are going to carry forward once again into BO7, which doesn't really make sense in a way because the reason it worked in Modern Warfare 3 was because it was set in the same time period, same timeline. This one's going from early 90s into, I think it's set in like the 2030s or something. So at the beginning of Black Ops 7, we're gonna have like Beavis and Butt-Head and Seth Rogen and the guy dressed as a sheep running around. I mean, I'm not gonna get an ounce of normalcy or tone or vibe that BO7 wants to portray. So yay for that. But where does this leave us? Beavis and Butt-Head are in Call of Duty. The vibe is gone. The monetization's still there, and the identity crisis continues. Look, I still love playing COD sometimes. I'll still grind for the camos. I'll still boot up Zombie with the boys if and when they want to play. But man, I miss when this game knew what it was and it knew its identity and it didn't stray from that. When it just didn't need gimmicks to stay relevant. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Am I just being a boomer? Am I booming out a little? Is Unk booming here? Or do you feel the same way that Black Ops, Call of Duty in general, is just kind of losing itself under the weight of cash grabs and crossovers? Drop a like if you're tired of the cartoon skins in the Call of Duty game. Subscribe for more. And I will see y'all in the next one. Laters.